The Ok Tedi Mine is an open-pit copper and gold mine in Papua New Guinea located near the headwaters of the Ok Tedi River, in the Star Mountains Rural LLG of the North Fly district of the Western Province of Papua New Guinea. Discharges from the mine have caused widespread and diverse harm, both environmentally and socially, to the 50,000 people who live in the 120 villages downstream of the mine. The mine is operated by Ok Tedi Mining Limited, which is majority owned by the PNG Sustainable Development Programme Limited. Prior to 2002, it was majority owned by BHP Billiton, the largest mining company in the world since a merger in 2001. Located in a remote area of PNG, above 2,000 m on Mount Fubilin, in a region of high rainfall and frequent earthquakes, mine development posed serious challenges. The town of Table was built to serve the mining operation. History: before mining operations, Mount Fubilin was a copper mountain with a gold cap. Exploratory drilling in the area began in the 1970s, and was run by the Kennecott Copper Corporation. In the early 80s, BHP secured a mining lease and in 1984, began exploiting a gold cap on the mountain using cyanide extraction procedures. After the gold deposit was depleted, a much larger copper deposit was targeted underneath. At that time, this deposit was believed to be the largest copper deposit in the world. BHP entered into a partnership with the Papua New Guinea government, Amoco Corporation and a Canadian company, Enmet Mining Corporation, to mine the copper deposit, although BHP maintained a majority share in the mine. Around 20 years after the beginning of mining operations, majority share ownership turned into the hands of the PNG Sustainable Development Programme, in the wake of the Ok Tedi environmental disaster. All mining operations at Fubilin have had their headquarters based at Table. Infrastructure: as a substantial economic entity in Papua New Guinea and the Western Province, accounting for over half of the entire province's economy and 25.7% of the country's entire export earnings, the mine has been responsible for a large amount of the infrastructure. The mine works as an open-cut operation and Mount Fubilin has been reduced to a deep pit in the ground. By December 31, 2004, 8,896,577 tons of copper concentrate had been mined. In addition, between 1985 and 1990, 47.642 tons of gold bullion were produced. The mill: there is a mill adjacent to the mine that transforms the raw material mined into copper concentrate slurry. The mill operates 2 ball mills and 1 sag mill. Copper concentrate is produced as slurry and piped 137 kilometers along the Kayunga-Table Highway to Kayunga, the main port of the district, where it is shipped via river barge along the Fly River. Okmenga: the mine is powered by a hydroelectric power facility at Okmenga, which is a tributary of the Ok Tedi River near Table. There are also backup diesel generators that are used if the flow from the Okmenga River is not enough to generate sufficient electricity. Kayunga-Table Highway: the Kayunga-Table Highway is maintained by Ok Tedi Mining Limited, as the mine is the greatest beneficiary of the road. The highway, for the most part, runs parallel with the Ok Tedi River. Parts of the highway are often consumed by the river and need to be rebuilt. The cost of maintaining this road is $1.5 million a year. The copper slurry pipeline to Kayunga from the mine runs along the full length of this road. Table: Table is a township in the North Fly district of Western Province, Papua New Guinea, about 20 kilometers south along the Kayunga-Table Highway from the miner site. The town, including the adjoining relocated village of Mbin and the industrial area of Laytown, is the largest settlement in the province. Although the provincial capital, Daru, is almost the same size. The town was established primarily to serve the Ok Tedi mine. The OTML headquarters are located in a building called the White House, which is about 500 meters south of Table International School, and about 300 meters east of the Cloudlands Hotel. The mine has a backup diesel generating power facility at Table. Kayunga: Kayunga is the port town that services the mine on the Fly River. The township, which had a population of 8,300 in the year 2000 census, is the terminus of the Kayunga-Table Highway, and the copper concentrate slurry pipeline, about 140 kilometers by road from the mine site. Local industry rests on a cornerstone of freight and haulage, particularly servicing the mine and the town of Table. The town is the headquarters of the North Fly District. Environmental impact. In 1999, BHP reported that the project was the cause of major environmental damage. The mine operators discharge 80 million tons of contaminated tailings, overburden and mine-induced erosion into the river system each year. The discharge caused widespread and diverse harm, both environmentally and socially, to the 50,000 people who live in the 120 villages downstream of the mine. Chemicals from the tailings killed or contaminated fish, which subsequently caused harm to all animal species that live in the area as well as the indigenous people. The dumping changed the riverbed, causing a relatively deep and slow river to become shallower and develop rapids, thereby disrupting indigenous transportation routes. Flooding caused by the raised riverbed left a thick layer of contaminated mud on the floodplain where the plantations of taro, bananas and sago palm that are the staples of the local diet grow. About 1,300 square kilometers were damaged in this way. Although the concentration of copper in the water is about 30 times above the standard level, it is still below the World Health Organization standards. See also, Porgera Mine. References. External links, Ok Tedi Mining Limited, photos of Ok Tedi Mine, photo gallery, mining in Papua New Guinea 1983 to 2010.